Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the National Guard products number 5075 CL. This is a piece of thermoplastic elastomer, the fins, with a rigid PVC backer in clear. This is weather stripping, gasketing, smoke seal is what it is. Used to seal off a fire rated or smoke labeled door. Available also in black or a dark brown color. Dark bronze would be appropriate. And white, as well as clear. And available in several standard lengths: 3 foot, 4 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, and 9 foot lengths. Material can be rolled up like this. Okay. And it's got a peel-away protective film back here that exposes the pressure-sensitive adhesive. And then it's that triple fin sort of design that you can see here. Okay. Dimensionally, this material is 1/2 of an inch wide. It's 3/8 of an inch overall projection. Okay. Clear is very typical, going to be used in a variety of installations. Possibly where white or brown is not appropriate for use. And where you're going to use this material. Again, it's intended for smoke-rated doors, doors that are required to meet that sort of specification. They're also very good pieces of just weather stripping. Now, I've not used these as a primary means to weather seal a door. I like a little bit more density to the piece of weather stripping if it's an exterior door. But I've used this material when it's not being used as its specific fire-rated or smoke-rated opening. I've used it to augment existing weather stripping that will allow a greater amount of control as it being a barrier. I've used this material between a shop setting and a showroom, where the addition of this material allowed us to be able to retard the transmission of not only sound, but really the dust. And it's evident with the multiple layers of surface area that the door makes contact with this material that it's incredibly effective. Now, this material is available in several different variations of a triple fin design as well. And there is a link below this video to what's called the product brochure, where we can review this item along with all of National Guard's sister products to it. So it's handy to view all of that material to determine if this is the best option that you are thinking about. The triple fin is really nice because of how it makes a lot of surface area and points of contact with the face of the door. Okay, so that's one reason that people use it. It's got that rigid backer, so it's pretty easy to install. And speaking about the installation, let's move on with a discussion of installation. There is a link below this video called installation as well, and it will be printed on the back of the packaging that you get. So no fear, if you don't have that with the package, you can always get back to it. So installing self-adhesive weather stripping like this, there's a number of things that are crucial to ensure that you have a great positive installation. And if it's a fire-rated opening or smoke-rated opening, if the installation fails, so does the door's rating for smoke or fire. So following the instructions is crucial. Here we go. Step 1. The surface temperature of the frame must be above 50 degrees. It's got to be room temperature, otherwise the bond of the adhesive to the surface material is not going to work. If it's an exterior door in the middle of winter, it's not that it would be, but if you were going to use it in that application, you're going to want to wait till you can get it up above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 2, clean the frame with the wipe that's provided, and this part is so crucial that they include a alcohol pad to remove the dust, dirt, debris, grease, anything that's on there. Wax-coated or high-gloss paint surfaces may require roughening up with a Scotch-Brite pad so the adhesive will bond properly. And a wood frame as well, if it's got a clear urethane over it or a seal over it. You're going to want to give the adhesive some surface area to make contact with, and roughening it up with a Scotch-Brite pad is the reason why they're wanting you to do it. Step 3, measure and pre-cut the pieces to fit the head and jamb. Now you'll notice how this material is installing. You'll take note that the hinge jamb mounts to the face of the stop, whereas the head and the header and the strike jamb mount to the rabbet of the frame. So take note of that. You'll want to be sure that you're getting all of that installed correctly for proper door operation. Step 4, remove the protective backing 1 to 2 feet at a time. So when you peel this away, you've got exposed adhesive. I like working with a shorter distance so that I can better control how straight I'm putting it down the frame. The frame is just full of straight lines, so if your installation is wavy, you'll see it and it'll look terrible. So time and patience, and plus when you've got less exposed of the adhesive, you have less of an opportunity to unintentionally bump it up to the frame and then have to pull it off. You don't want it to make premature contact with the frame whatsoever. Take your time, patience, not too much exposed at once, and just push it down the frame as you go. Position, step 5 is to show it, position it as illustrated up above. We discussed that earlier. Adhere the seal by pressing firmly, 15 pounds of pressure required, along the entire length of the gasket. Do not remove and relocate. So don't put it on and pull it off. It's a one-time situation. Push firmly. Don't try to stretch it down at all. Any sort of stretch that has occurred in applying it will cause failure. The material will want to seek its normal elasticity, which is none. So you want to just push firmly on the frame. Step 7, make sure the seal does not impede proper operation of the door. Really, most importantly, and certainly if it's a fire door, that if there is a closing device on the door, hinges or a surface closer or whatever, that the door still latches the door. That's crucial. If you've got an installation problem where the door is no longer latching, you'll have to mitigate that to the point where it's resolved, and then continue on with your installation. Very important to note, don't buy more of this material than you need. It doesn't have a substantial shelf life of just a year. National Guard produces this material on an inventory as needed basis, so the material is basically new and fresh. And I'm partial to this sort of material. If it is a application where you've got wood doors, wood frames, clear is a great choice. Well, as is brown or whatever. You know, white is less common, I think. In those fire-rated, smoke-rated applications, the material is ideal. It's inexpensive. It's easy to install. It's code compliant. I like it, again, as just an inexpensive way to give yourself an additional amount of weather stripping regardless of the application. You could be trying to weather seal a double-hung window around a, in-window air conditioning unit. However, you're going to need the material. It's great, long-lasting. If you have any questions on the National Guard 5075CL, triple fin gasketing, or any other National Guard product who is a comprehensive manufacturer of all things weather stripping related, please feel free to reach out to us.